All right, so what it is, Hartford County, get the bounty. Praise God, I made it on time. Edgewood, Perryville's further up. DC, D.C, baby, that way. So one thing I always tell folks, always pay attention to your surroundings. Always make sure that when you're on a MARC train that you hear your stop, because believe it or not, these stops go by very fast. You don't want to end up in Perryville. That actually happened to me and some homies one night. We were so tired, and next thing you know, so each train is different. And well, one of the things that I like to see happen is that we start utilizing these MARC trains across the whole state of Maryland, because they got the Brunswick line, it goes to West Virginia. You have the Camden line, and of course, I just found out with the MARC line that they actually own the tracks. So one of the things that I think is feasible when it comes to transportation, jobs, affordability of housing, but also a better quality of life, is for people to be able to travel and travel locally. Maryland is one of the best states when it comes to transportation, believe me. I was raised out here many years, and this is my lifeline, my survival mode of how I've been able to get from point A to point B. I'm also going to stay at a nice hotel. And so I highly recommend that y'all start considering that the great state of Maryland has many counties. So now I'm in Hartford County, and I'll be at the mall working a promo. And I used to do this work for many years, especially when my children were little. And then even before that, the one thing that I love about it is that I'm able to pretty much go anywhere in the state. You know, we have commuter buses during the day, well, during the weekday. They can get you to Hollywood, Maryland. They can get you to where some of my family live in St. Mary's County and beyond. And I also give a shout out to my Amtrak and MARC train conductors. Y'all are phenomenal. There's been many times where, especially when I was a young woman traveling by myself, they really looked out for me and made sure that I had everything that I needed in terms of knowing what doors, this, that, and the third. So there is, I guess, the inside station, because it is very hot and I need to make sure that I get on this bus. So I try to come out a little bit earlier to not only plan my route, but also to take in some sightseeing, see what's available, the whole nine. So obviously I got to get to the other side of the station, because I believe I have to catch the bus. So I have Android. Google Maps is like my best friend. No, seriously. It allows me to plan my routes, look at what hotels I'm going to stay at, look at what I want to do when I'm not working, when I'm not in school. And that's also, I'm going to tie my hair up if y'all don't mind, just a bit. Put my scarf on. It also helps me stay relaxed. There's nothing worse than when you have to travel and you're rushed, or you're not sure of where you're going, or someone gives you the wrong information. I don't know if that's happened to y'all, but it's happened to me. So I like to always remind people that even though I'm a very seasoned traveler and have been doing this kind of work for many years, I still like to confirm everything with the conductors, right? Because they know, they ride these routes. They're pretty knowledgeable. You can also charge your phone on Amtrak and many MARC trains, which I think is a blessing. I would like to see maybe some Wi-Fi, I don't know. But the price is very affordable, and that's how I'm able to save some money. And also, when it comes time to travel with your snacks, always have something. Water, whatever the case may be. All right, now I feel a little better. And then I always go over this with hotels. You always want to call, find out what their policies is. The hotel that I was going to stay at last night. Hold on one second. Sir, do you know how I can get to the other side? Do I got to walk around?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Yeah, I guess this is wild. Because I got to catch a bus. Okay.
I'm catching an Uber.
Okay. Yeah, well, they probably will meet you on this side then. So you should be okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, they should.
They said something about a road, Edgewood Road.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to get to the other side as well. You have a blessed day, sir.
All right, thank you.
And see, that was a prime example how I don't record people without their consent, and I don't like to be recorded without my consent. And well, I haven't been to the station in many, many years, so I would presume that there is a way to get around to the other side. I'm gonna find out. My bus is not till 3 o'clock, so that gives me like a whole hour. And well, that's why I want making these videos, so that way y'all can see what it's truly like to travel and to just go beyond being a commuter. All right, so y'all have a blessed day. I got some things to figure out.